Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm bringing you a quick review of the new 90 rated Player Moments Giroud card. So what's new about the card is that his work rates have been upgraded to high medium from medium. His skill moves have also been upgraded from 3 stars to 4 stars, which means he can pull off skill moves like the Berber Spin, the Lacroqueta, and many others, which obviously benefits him hugely. And then into his stats, he's got a 45 plus pace increase, which is what people have been complaining about for ages, because who doesn't want a usable Giroud card? His shooting is great in all the right areas, plus 90 in all except long shots, which isn't too relevant in the game this year, so there's that. Passing is decent, not great. Good vision, short passing. Everything else is just standard, as you'd expect. Dribbling is solid, only lacking in agility and balance, but as I used an engine, it's fixed to what looks like a reasonable extent, but seeing as he's 6'4", it could make him feel clunky on the ball, which was a worry, which is why I went for this rather than a catalyst or anything to boost the pace more than it already is. Physicals, exactly what you'd expect of a Giroud card. Great in all the right areas, lacking a bit of stamina, but I didn't notice it too much in the gameplay. With the jumping and the heading accuracy, as well as being 6'4", I was hoping to score some headers, which, as you'll soon see in the highlights, wasn't really the case. Not from open play anyway. Player traits, he's got the flare trait, which is not too useful outside the foot shot trait, which people rate highly, which kind of compensates for the 3-star weak foot, but I'm not a big fan of the trait. I don't find my players using the outside of their foot many times, and then team player, which doesn't benefit them. But that's all for the stats. Now I will show you some highlights I got from games I played earlier. Here we go into the gameplay now, and here you'll see all of the goals and assists that I managed to get with Giroud. All of them were played in Division Rivals Division 2, so the results were very varied, let's put it that way. So overall, first impressions of the card, as you can expect, I was just as excited to see a Giroud card as everyone else, especially with the boosted pace, which is what everyone's been asking for so long. So what did I think about the card? Well, the pace, we'll start off with that. He had 84 base stats, which with an engine went up to around 90 sprint speed, 90 acceleration. Did he feel like 90 pace? He felt quick, but he was obviously no Mbappe, which is what you'd expect from a player that's 6'4", and with less dribbling stats than your Neymars and Mbappes. But he's not that type of player. What he has in pace, or what he lacks in pace, he makes up for in other areas, in my opinion. His dribbling, which obviously links to pace. Did he feel clunky? As you'll see in that clip right there, he did not feel clunky at all. I mean, there was times where obviously he tried pulling off skill moves that just weren't possible, because as I just said, he's not got the dribbling of a Neymar or an Mbappe. But for a player that's 6'4", he does not feel as you'd expect him to, in a good way. His finishing in shooting in general, it was very hit or miss. He is an interesting player in terms that he takes a while to get used to. I think the order of the games are mixed up. What a goal right there, by the way. Which is what I mean. This was one of the games that I played, like third or fourth game in, so I was getting used to the card in his playstyle because usually I don't use players like this. I mean, as I haven't used players like this before, I couldn't really give you any comparison, but I would assume he's like a Venistelrooy or a Van Basten. Not the quickest, but he's very clinical. There were obviously some chances in here where I thought he could have done better, and you will see them. But overall, you can't really complain for a free card. Speaking of price, we will go. I will take you through the objectives very quickly. So first of all, we have smart setup, which is just assist 2 goals from crosses using from the left winger. I used Neymar. This is all a managerial masterpiece, of course. So it wasn't very fun overall because depending what your thoughts on it, golden goal either isn't a thing in the mode, or I just got very unlucky because I think overall I got 2 rage quits. But
one block after another. Well, he just let his opponent glide by. He's in behind. And a goal! That's his brace. They just can't keep him quiet. Greif. All the way through to the keeper then. Mount. Breaking at pace. All hands on deck. Incisive pass from Mbappe. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for.
final thoughts of the card. 8 games, 13 goals, 2 assists, so 15 goal contributions in 8 games. It's not the worst return by any means. It's not great. So the big question, is he meta or is he just a bit of fun? Well, I wouldn't class him meta, but you could definitely take him into rivals and champs, and he wouldn't be that bad. He'd put up a shift, that's for sure. The review was pretty short. I didn't cut. I ran out of time, so I didn't get to speak on formations, etc. I tried him at first in a 2-striker formation, which I thought he'd be better in, partnered with a quicker striker, but that didn't work for me personally, so then I changed to a 4-2-3-1 and played him as a lone striker, and he played much better. It completely transformed my gameplay. So the connection wasn't great, which may have made him feel heavier than he actually would be in clean gameplay, but overall it's a good card. If you haven't done the Neves card, then you can do Giroud and Neves at the same time, which is what I did, so that made it worth it. Is he worth the couple hours of your time? I'd say yes, if you've got an attachment to Giroud. If you don't, then I'd still say it's worth picking him up for 90 rated fodder. Quite easy, quick, and who knows, there might be an objective in the near future that requires French or Premier League players, so I would highly recommend you pick him up. And that's about everything for the review, so if you have any constructive criticism, leave it in the comments, but please like, subscribe, and that's all. Peace out.